I used to get that on Fear Factor. People would come to see me because they recognize me from Fear Factor. And they want, I love that guy. That show's great. And then they'd go and I'd be talking about the pyramids being built and shit.
And they'd be like, there's no animal dicks. Where are the animal
what
dicks?
What is this guy talking about? And then I'd make fun of Fear Factor too. You know, but that was, you know, it was like that show. When I think about it today, like, what the fuck were they thinking?
It was a thing. It was a real. I remember I was sitting down with my parents and we would watch Fear Factor. That would be a family thing.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Well,
I watched it once and I threw up at home.
Really?
Yeah, I never threw up on the show.
Yeah, that seems weird.
I threw up at home once because I didn't expect to be so grossed out. I wasn't prepared. I guess like on the show, I was always prepared to not throw up.
Right. And so there's no close-up angles when you're there, right?
This lady was eating worms and she threw it up back in her glass and then started eating it again. And I went, I just ran to the sink and threw up.
That's a level of competitiveness that I don't know if I have.
Oh man, people would go for it. They would fucking go for it. Worms are rough because worms are filled with dirt because they eat dirt. So you're eating dirt and mushiness. It's fucking gross.
What was it? It was a cash prize at the end. What was it?
Yeah, but you had a lot of people were going to eat some dick and never get a cash prize. Right. You know, that's the problem. It's like one person is getting the money. You know, but you also like you had it like Michael Yo took it and became a comedian.
He was on Fear Factor?
Michael Yo was on episode 1, season 1 of Fear Factor.
No way.
Yes.
That's
he was just
crazy.
figuring his life out. You know, he was a young guy. He was real jacked back then. He was a big dude. And fucking super nice guy. And we stayed friends. And then he became a DJ. And I knew he did like a morning radio show for a while. Then he starts doing stand-up. And then he comes to LA. I'm like, dude, you actually did it. You're an actual professional. He's got specials. He's a real headliner. I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Right, he sells out.
And knowing him from like episode 1 of Fear Factor is crazy. That's Michael Yo. That's me and Michael Yo. Back in the day, son.
Shit.
Episode 1.
Damn.
Bro, I still had the wallet chain back then. I still had hair.
Yeah, I was going to say the hair.
Look at
the
that.
hairline's going. When did you shave it?
I gave up, I think, in 2011. I just was like, this shit is just fucking done.
Yeah.
My hair looks terrible.
There's always like, for me, I saw a picture of me on stage and I was like, oh my God, this is how I present myself to the world?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
You're so much better off giving in. And I'm lucky I have a good head. It's a good shape for head for being bald. I swear to God, if I could grow hair, I would still shave my head. Because it's the easiest thing in the world. I just, every 2 or 3 days, I just go, it takes 5 minutes.
Oh, you go electric?
Yeah.
I still have a razor. I use a razor.
Oh, damn.
I have this, it's like this little ATV that fits on your finger. It's called like the ATX razor, and you just glide it along your head. Yeah. I enjoy that. I don't know if,
that does sound nice.
I feel like a little kid.
I got a lot of scars, though. I have a hair transplant scar, and I've got a lot of scars from being a dumb kid. Like I've got a giant fucking gash on my head from when this crane that lifts cinder blocks fell and hit me on the side of the head. Yeah, we were kids and we were hanging around in this yard where they had like these giant like sewer sized cement tubes. Right. And they had these cranes that would pick these things up.
Okay.
And we were fucking around and I don't know what happened, but something fell and clanged me off the back of the head and I thought I was dead.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I had to get taken to the hospital and I remember thinking I was dead. Like something felt so wrong, but I remember telling my mom I'm worried I'm gonna die. Oof. Yeah, I got dinged. I mean, I do not remember what happened. I remember something fell and something hit me in the head and I grayed out to like almost total unconsciousness and then came back, but I felt so bad. I felt like it was so wrong that I had to go to the hospital. I thought I was going to die.
Ironically, probably changed the course of your life too, right? That's a traumatic head injury when you're young.
Oh, I've had a ton of those though. I guarantee a lot of my impulsiveness and my craziness, some of it has to do with brain damage. It has to. Right. Like if you just look at the data for former fighters and football players and even soccer players, which you wouldn't think get head injuries, but
They're heading
they
that
head
ball.
the ball all the time, and sometimes they collide with each other too. That can happen too. You know, I've had head injuries from collisions in jiu-jitsu, just accidental collisions. Like someone will knee you in the face accidentally and fucking ring your bell. And,
Right.
and guys who've got knocked out in the gym totally accidentally. You know, just you zig when you should have zag. A guy's moving towards you and you're moving towards him, and your chin collides with the top of his head and you just go unconscious. Happens. Yeah, so I don't know how many concussions I've had in my life.
Oh, really?
You have no idea. Like from the time I was 15 till I was 21, I sparred a lot. I did a lot of sparring. And when I really started getting fucked up was when I started kickboxing sparring. Because I wasn't good at boxing. I was a good kicker because I was like a Taekwondo champion. And then I went into kickboxing. I'm like, oh my God, these guys are fucking me up. I was getting beat up by like
Are you
good
taking like
boxers.
kicks to the face?
No, I fucked them up with kicks.
Okay.
If I get in kick distance, I was much better than them.
but if they
the
got
thing
close
with
to you.
kickboxing is there's boxing involved, and my boxing was terrible. I was just learning boxing. I had a very delusional idea of how good I could use my hands because I was good at Taekwondo. And Taekwondo has some punches, but not much. And I knew how to punch things hard, but I didn't really know how to box at all.
Right, like
so,
like the defensive positions.
So
and all
once I
that
started
sort of stuff.
kickboxing, I really started getting beat up. And I went through a couple of years from like, I think I started in like 19, I started transitioning into kickboxing. And from 19 to 21 was when I did like most of my really hard sparring.